Let's get it. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Major, recording this November 17th, 2023. Friday, November 17th. It's a Friday, all right? Major weekend plan. Major weekend things happening. major things. It's not even about me very much. I know I do have a 5K and I'm getting myself back into the race world. I'm coming back in. This is the first one since the failure to run a full marathon, so I'm excited about that. But that has nothing to do with what has me pumped up today and what today's Move Swiftly thought is all about, all right? Today's Move Swiftly thought is about my relationship, so to speak, or my connection to college football and major high school football, major big time, highly notable. Forgive me, I just did 10 miles, so I'm catching my breath. Whew. Nationally known high school football, we'll say it like that, all right? My alma mater, the Good Counsel Falcons, is competing again for another WCAC championship against those DeMatha Stags again. We got another classic one. If you keep up with my work, you already know what that means. That rivalry is something special in my life, special in a lot of people's lives. There's a lot of NFL players that have played in that game, and it's something that you can go look up yourself and find out all about it, all right? That's number one. Number two, college football, game day college football is actually going to be on the campus of James Madison University this week. And in 2 weeks from this very recording, there's a article that'll be published, written by yours truly, written by your boy, about the first of many articles that I have merged, and I have created kind of a connection between what I'm doing with the NIL business, the name, image, and likeness business, and what I'm doing with my articles on medium.com, all right? So the players in which will be featured athletes in this article are Julio, Latrell, Jalen Green. The three of them, former Good Counsel Falcons and current, as of this record, current James Madison Duke players, all right? Again, I'd be lying if I told you I planned to promo it today and all that, but again, that's God's works. That's the way it works, man. And because of all that's going on, there's been a story that I've been wanting to tell for a while, but as a person like me who puts out content every day, publishes videos every single day, puts out multiple pieces of content every day, sometimes stories that I'm meant to tell you about kind of get forgotten or, gets pushed off to the side. But today I'm going to tell it, all right? Today I'm going to tell it. It was the first ever. I'm going to give you a history lesson, right? It was the first ever Good Counsel versus DeMatha. First ever Good Counsel versus DeMatha WCAC championship. This is back in 04. So the class of 05 was graduating, and you had 06 getting ready to be seniors, right? So we had a junior. The class of 06 were juniors that year. I was actually a sophomore, so I was 07. So I was a sophomore, and I suited up for that game. Because I was one of the captains on the JV team, and they moved me up to varsity. Hold on, let me get this train past. I'll let it die down a little bit. Right. So they moved me up to varsity for the playoffs and all that. And, I got a chance to be a part of the team for 2 weeks and kind of see how varsity did things, all that good stuff. It was a great experience, right? And it was before the game. Now, just keep in mind, we lost the game, but we're not losing this week, and I'll tell you that. We did lose the game, but before the game, there was something really special that happened. The star player, one of the star players on that team was a guy named Drew Gloucester. And in fact, Drew is a defensive line coach now. He's the current D-line coach at Good Counsel, right? So he was one of the main guys. He wore number 15, and he'd already had offers. He played for Maryland, and did the thing. Was really one of those players that when you think about the major big time recruits out of Good Counsel, you're gonna think of Drew Gloucester as one of those guys, right? So we had a role player who was a senior. His name was Jeff Alston. And Jeff looks at Drew right before the game. Before a game, right after the national anthem, things get real. People are feeling themselves. They're ready to go, right? And Jeff looks at Drew, and back in those days, we would play the championship game on Sunday. I'm not sure the way they do it now. I'll have to go check. But back in those days, we played the game on Sundays, and it was at Navy Stadium, the Navy Marine Corps Stadium, you know, so just absolutely beautiful facility, beautiful experience, the whole nine, right? So Jeff Alston, who was a role player, he was a senior that year, Jeff looks at Drew and he goes, "Hey, dog, what day is it, dog? What day is it, dog?" And Drew just starts jumping up and down. He goes, "Hey, I love playing on Sundays. I love playing on Sundays, baby." Right? Hey, moments. Capture those moments, all right? Because you never know. Where you are right now, you'll never be again. It's all about the moments, win, lose, or draw. It's all about the moments. It's all about where you are right now. Be where your feet are and let the future take care of the future, all right? Main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, makeyourmove.com. That's MAKEYAMOVE.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.